Join us. Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to Hof Bergmann. We're starting once again a fresh game save. If you had a 1.3 save rocking, you will need a fresh game save because there is just so much different from how it was back in 1.3. You want to make sure you have all of those changes and updates being applied to your save, otherwise things are going to work and look completely different. This morning I dropped a video related to how the new chickens are working. Tomorrow we'll drop a video on bulls and the return of the infamous bull juice and what it's good for. Yesterday we dropped a video related to hops, a new crop that is part of 1.4 update. I have to say, there's a whole lot of money in hops. A whole lot of money. In fact, I need to go. I need to take out a loan and buy that. So I want to reap the rewards. That'll basically financially set us for the rest of our gameplay here. You could easily probably make millions on hops. $4 days a month? Do you real time? Are you on like super huge fields, or do you use smaller machinery? I mean, in the end, it's really whatever works out for you. Oh, we need more money. And we need this. All right, we're ready to go now. Genetic J, what is up? Realms of Chaos, how are you doing tonight? Before we go and forget though, this video is brought to you by Golden 948 and Raznak. Thank you for being farm barons. Oops, there we go. Well, that's good. You are doing well. Spring is here. Spring is here. Today it was up in the 70s again. Last night it was in the mid 50s. Delilah, thank you for your 28th month membership. Much appreciate your support. How fast does this thing go? 26. 24. 25. Alright, this is what we're going to use. I hope she's not too big in the rear end to get through them hops. $7.89. How much do you drive? No tornadoes. Silly genetic J. We've had some rain. A little thunder here and there, a little thunder boomer. But nothing scary. No real wind. Yeah, our snow's gone. The chance of us getting any more snow is basically non-existent. Trees are coming out with their leaves. Soon everyone will be swimming with pollen everywhere. Noses running, eyes puffy and itchy. Last year I think we had spring earlier, because I remember feeling awful leading up to PAX in Boston. We went to PAX and I felt absolutely fine up there because, well, spring hadn't come up there yet. And it was interesting, as soon as I got out of the pollen-rich environment of down here, my nose cleared up, congestion cleared up, and then a week later it came back and it was kind of full swing pollen, but I'd kind of skirted it, didn't have any more issues. This contraption is going to make me a fortune. Okay, it's going to make me an absolute fortune. It is a hops trailer. Yeah, I was just figuring, Burgess, that I figured, you know, the country's smaller. Everything's more condensed, right? Although it's probably a little bit of a misnomer. False logic on that front. I drive about 50 miles a day to and from. And on an average tank of gas, I can go 500 to 525. Kind of mixed city highway driving. It is, Simon, it is a lot of back and forth, back and forth. So I thought I would earn as much money as I possibly could with hops. And that would get us a good start. This is our hops field. We're going to unfold our hop harvesting trailer. We're going to turn it on. And can we see? Yeah, we got little animations on the cutter there. And now we basically run down the row. And we cut the vines. There we go. It's a balance between getting too close and being too far away from the stringers there. And then we take the vines down to a processor. I like saying processor. That's the way the Canadians say it. We take it down to the processor and it extracts the actual hop off the vine. And it puts those in bales. And then we can sell the bales for a cool penny. Technically, these aren't supposed to be ready to harvest yet. According to the crop calendar, they're supposed to harvest next month, but every game save I've loaded up so far lets me harvest them in August. Once a month. I mean, yeah. How many gallons does it hold? And is it diesel? Well, that's because Realm of Chaos, you've got a lead brick on that foot. Now we all know the Charger is a gulper, not a sitter. What did you all think of the agricultural lands map that was released yesterday? I like the other map better myself. I felt I was constantly getting lost on agricultural lands. Warren, I have no idea. I would, if Courseplay works for grapes and olives, I would assume it might work. I don't use Courseplay anymore. I found it way too frustrating. I use it quite substantially in FS17. I used it a fair bit in 19. It's not like I don't know what I'm doing. But I gave up on it in 19 because it just was total pain in the butt. I'd spend more time fixing things than it's been working. All right, let's go to town. We're going to turn on our hop processor. Got a really cool animation. Drags the hop vine in, and off they go. We're also going to go over here. And this is hop storage. We're going to come up to the icon. Then we're going to shift to the right. And now it says switch storage to hop production. Done, son. So the icon goes away because it should be over here now. So now when a hop bale, just like that one just got deposited, it's now over here. It's in here somewhere. I have not talked to Will lately. I think he dropped by since I was back from Boston, but I don't remember. 50 liter, well, 13 gallons, okay. Tell you what, my car's got a massive tank. It's like 16 gallons. I mean, I think if you could get it to go up and down the row properly and not constantly get hung up in the vines, I think it would definitely be worth automating, because this trailer will do an up and down pass and that is it. So the trailer's good for two rows of vines. Victor, I did not figure out how to make Spielsy. I think maybe it is maybe it's an Easter egg for what is coming in a future update. Because Farmer Andy's very, very good with documenting what's new and what's changed in his change notes. And I did not see any reference to making that in any of the 1.4 information. And according to a comment, it's like a mix between cola and Fanta. So maybe if we have oranges, we had oranges on Talbach, and Talbach is like a sister map to Hof Bergmann. So if we have oranges that show up to Hof Bergmann, then maybe we can make this drink. Like $1 differential? That's ridiculous. Oh, Bertus, that's what the wife says the day after I have Taco Bell. I got a very bad rear O2 sensor. Are they silage bales? They used to be really good money in 17. I remember right when Seasons came out in FS17, there was a challenge put forth to play 1-day Seasons and to play 3 years and play like 10x speed or something and see how much money you can make out in 3 years. And I decided I was going to just focus on silage bales. That's all I was going to do. Was concentrate on silage bales. And I had hundreds and hundreds of silage bales fermenting. I did win the challenge, but it was a little bit of a forfeit because everybody else kind of gave up. So it was like a little bit of win by just lasting longer than everyone else. What did everybody think about the chicken video? Specifically the part about processing the meat chickens. The broilers, whatever they're called. The red ones. I wouldn't be surprised if we end this stream without any debt. We have $260,000 loan. Yeah, I'd be willing to bet we can make close to $300,000 just today. I don't know. I don't know what the average chicken size would be in Europe. I have a feeling it's smaller. You know, here in the States, we like big birds. And we cannot lie. You know, some big, plumpy bird breast. I mean, this area right here is prime for something. The about the time we make a trip up and back. Let's see how many bales this factory has made. Victor, I know nothing. I literally know nothing. Other than I really wish they would announce something. Because I think we all feel we know that it's coming. So we already have 7 bales. And look at that. We're going to earn $4,122. And we have 3,500 liters. So 4, 8, 12. We already have 15,000 liters worth of hops. Ah, you started Farm Sim Mobile. How are you enjoying the mobile environment? £1 a week. Rabid F Rob, what is up? What is up, sir? We are becoming hop farmers. Because I heard it's going to be good money. You are playing on hard economy. Yeah, it is definitely limited because it's a mobile, right? But it looks very much like 22. 1,000 is not. It's 500 liters per bale. So 2 bales make 1,000. And hops regrow just like grapes. Just like grapes. You just need to, in theory, you just need to mulch and subsoil the ground and then run fertilizer. We do not have the ability to plant more hops, so what we have is all we get. Oh, let's see. The grower feed has got hormones dumped in it. So Farmer Andy just basically took grapes, and obviously modified the texture, but the underlying principle of them is still the same. Yeah, the machine is pretty simple. It has a little cutter bar that comes down and in theory cuts the vine at the ground level. And then, you know, what we don't see is the laying of the vine into the trailer. And then when we unload it, it unloads it just like the bale trailer for the large cotton modules. So you see the whole stack of vines just slide off the back of the trailer. And then when they hit the ground, they form into a heap. So they did a really good job of taking existing mechanics and just working them into this new crop. Then you see we have an animation of the hops being loaded into the machine. So you can see the unloading action. They unload just like a module would unload. And then they form a heap. And then we off to the other, make another load. Fred, I agree. I went as far as to say I feel that this is the most evolutionary map for Farm Sim 22. So many things that we have seen elsewhere started here. Right? Enhanced animals. All those other animals, they're all Hof Bergmann animals. The ducks, the chicks, the goats, the heifers, all those were original to Hof Bergmann. And I can only assume that the author of Extended Animals obtained permission to basically bring them into their mod and thus put them out there for others to enjoy on other maps. I think I thought the other bay was supposed to be for sugar beets anyway, but they technically still took them. So the way the machine works is we unfold the cutter arm, right, and then it's got a little cutter on it. And thankfully they're placed wide enough apart that we can run a regular tractor through here. As I've said before, well worth the download, well worth the time investment to do the download, well worth signing up on their site. I don't know, Jonathan. I don't know what that equipment does. I do know that these vines, or these stringers, have collisions. So you're not going to be able to drive through them. Avery, good evening. Then we have our cherry orchard down there. I feel like this area over here is going to be something at some point. It is definitely buyable land. And when we get down here, I want to see how much more, how close we are to having this production filled up. Oh, we got plenty. Oh, right there, 110 vines. Oh, you know what? Let's do this. All right, I thought it would take and put the bales automatically in storage out of the factory, but that isn't how it's working. I need to let the factory output all the bales, then trigger storage to move them. As far as the in-cab view, the only way to change this is to change your POV, which is in the main graphical settings, the main menu. So the larger the number, I believe the more you'll see. In essence, the further you'll be away from the seat or the wheel. I think I run 67. I definitely run 70% UI scale. So the UI elements, the map, the F1, and the kind of the speedometer and everything down the corner, it is 70% normal. feel it's a happy medium of being able to read it, but at the same time, not having it be overly intrusive on the screen. That is also adjusted at the same graphical menu options. We're probably not even a quarter of the way through. Now we need to buy a flatbed trailer. We don't need a trailer, do we? No, not really. Or should we save all the bales up until the end of the stream and then cash them all in and see what we get? Alright, so we'll cash them all in at the end. So 118, so we are slowly getting more in the input of the machine per trip. We probably, next trip we'll probably fill it up. I'm wondering if it holds 120 or 125. We will go ahead and it's always something that I know. It's Bale trailers. If we look at our crop calendar, we have hop. So hops are supposed to not be ready to harvest until September. We have 2 months to get them. So we'll just have to see. I did set this up to be 2-day months. Just because everything on Hof Bergmann is more manual. Done that. Got that much more to go, so I guess we're about a third of the way done. I don't think it's grown more from its footprint. I mean, it pretty much is a full map now. I think things have just been reworked and moved around to fit things in. But there still feels like there's room for other things to be slotted in. Oh, that are a pile of organic waste. Uh, 132, still not quite full. You see we have our hop bales over here. So if we come over here now we have 35 because we just moved all of these over there. Midwest Farmer, what's up? What's up? Are you gonna have to change your name when FS22 isn't the latest thing out? Have you not thought that far? Let's enjoy 22 for what it's worth while we have it. Do you know if that one's free? That's the big thing, is if it's available. And if it will be available then. It's like you know, people that have been on an email service that were kind of the first adopters because they have sensible email addresses, but meanwhile others that come in later, they end up with nonsensical email addresses because all the logical ones are gone. I would change it now than later, especially if it's available now, to lock it in. You don't want some other crazy Midwest farmer coming along and making an account and then you're stuck with having to call yourself Midwest Farmer FS 22 or 25 or Midwest FS Farmer. Alright, I think after we deliver this load, we'll go do some other things. Let the production work down a little bit. Trying to decide, do we buy any goats? I don't think I have money to buy goats. We have to get our hops. We have to get our hop factory profits before we can do that. $139. We basically build her up. All right, let me have. Now we have 40 in here. So 20 times 4,000. What is that? That's 80 grand right there. Oh, look, Midwest Farmer. Okay, so we want to Let's get 1, 2. Let's get 2 little cubs. Let's see how long it takes to get to be 100. And we'll grow some carrots. And I want to put down the composter. Like so. Oh, your logo has some. Oh, it's so small, I can't tell. I mean, this is a giant bucket. Holds 100 liters of water. How about Gamer? Gamer G. I think that fills up the chickens. No, how much water do these guys take? They take a lot more water now than they used to. Guess they take 1,000 liters of water. Look. There, we'll just do this way. And open our lid up, and we can fill this bad boy with water. Then we'll water our garden too. Grab our dirty, rusty wheelbarrow. And feed these chickens. Oh, uh-oh. I'm wondering where the pitchfork mod is. Or is there one on the mod hub? Where we can move like 25 liters of hay around at a time? Alright, we'll take that. Then we gotta get some straw in there. Well, that's filling. Let's go. Oh, let's ride our bicycle. We got some little bales of straw over here on the other side of the cows. Oh, let's just crash. Crash and burn. Let's get 2. Come on here. Yeah, we'll start getting some manure. That's what mine is. That's what mine is, but not Bell South. All right, get in there. All right. We'll leave the bike in there. $52 out of 100. Man, we're gonna make a lot of money. We might not be debt free, but we're gonna make a ton of money. Yeah, like I was on Gmail when it was beta. Shockingly, Google hasn't killed it off. That's because they can make a killing on it by scraping all your emails and shoving you ads down your face. J&M Farming, what's up? And speaking of ads, I got I saw a news article today. I put it in our Discord announcements. Sounds like Discord is going to start serving up ads of their own. I don't think the player base or the user base is going to appreciate that very much. I don't think I ever made small alfalfa bales. I don't think I did alfalfa on Alma. If I did, 100% do not remember it. Are you using a modded baler or a base game, the small... What? How am I full already? Are you using a small base game baler? Was this thing not empty? I didn't notice it. They didn't code small bales? My guess is maybe they don't have the ability to do small bales. Dwayne, what's up? What is up? Well, it's just every subsequent load has been 69 liters. And now suddenly we got 70. And we didn't even finish the row. I know visually it said it was empty. Or it showed it was empty, but maybe there was like 5 or 10 liters left. But it wasn't showing visually. Get back to work. Hop machine. Yeah, the baler will depending on how much is in the unit, will convert the bale being made to whatever the new fill type is. It's technically a way you can cheat. Like, let's say you make a straw bale up to a point, and then you go over and you pick up some grass, and suddenly it converts to a grass bale. And then you wrap and make a silage bale, but really you've used very little actual grass. And you took a product that is much less desirable than straw, and you made a significant portion of that bale that eventually became grass. We got a ton of organic waste. It's in the side of the building. If Schultz catches on how much money you can make off of hops, he's gonna put it on the map and put it everywhere. It doesn't show any organic waste here because there's none in storage. It's all piled in the heap. When that heap fills up, then it will start showing it here. So I think what we'll do is we will run hops till we, 1, run out of vines, or 2, it goes to 9:45 p.m. and then we'll start hauling the bales and see how much money we make. Connor, good evening, sir. How are you doing this fine evening? Yeah, it doesn't show the heap outside because the heap outside is not in storage. All right, it deposits the heap outside. That's what I said. If Schultz realizes he can make a fortune making hops, he's going to want to put it in there and make you all run them. It's probably what in the map where you have it coded as a Bale type. So like extract Bally Spring and then search alfalfa within Bally Spring for alfalfa, and then you'll find every entry in the map named alfalfa. You should be able to figure it out from there. Comparing the two. See, there's my organic waste piled up there. Wish Giants would fix the premium crops. On mod maps, there isn't a distance texture. So what were your all's thoughts about the, was that an April Fool's pancake update? I saw you can make pancake bales. I was like, what? Did have a great opportunity to meet Joss at PAX and hang out with him for close to a week. He's quite the kidder, so I could see it being a intended April Fool's joke. Alright, we'll be back now. We'll have everything fixed. Or we'll be able to go up and down without any leftovers. Speaking of leftovers, what's everybody having for dinner or had for dinner? We had steak burritos. Another reason why I was a little late getting started. They were pretty dang good. Chicken stir fry is good. Do you put those little corns in it? Like the little corns in those water chestnuts, the little round thingamabobbers. Dominoes? What? What do the Icelandics put on their pizza? Anything exciting? Burgers are good. We ate at Gordon Ramsay's burger place in Boston. It was pretty good. Pretty good dang burger there. Lockbox, is that Chinese? Oh, okay. Peppers are good. Give the stir fry a nice color. Nice cooler to it. Soft tacos. You know, I can't make the burrito because you'd never be able to wrap it up. I have no ability to know how much to put in. Every time I think I'm trying to restrain myself, I end up with a giant burrito you can't do anything with. Ham, pepperoni, and cheese. Have you ever tried extra sauce? This is something I didn't even know you could do until the wife got a pizza with extra sauce. It's really weird. Yeah, the wife knows I have no capability of doing that. So thankfully she just she makes mine for me because I'm incompetent. Yeah, I'm not a fan of hard shells. They just break. So I just crunch them up. Put everything on a plate. Call it done. Yeah, she got a pizza with extra sauce. And when I opened the box lid up, it looked weird because they had taken and like swirled the sauce in the cheese. It was all melted in together. She says it's great. We can only get it at a couple places. Everyone else is like, no, we can't do extra sauce. Other places are like, sure, whatever you want. GoldenEye 48, today's your day. If you didn't see it earlier, thank you for dropping by. Thank you for being a supporter of the channel. Diablo del Toro, is your semester coming to an end? All right, You've been up awful late. Get the pillow, and I tell you what, morning comes too soon these days. This morning the alarm went off at 6, and I was like, oh. So I shut that one up. And then the wife has an alarm that goes off at 1/4 after. And hers went off, and I was like, shut that thing up. And then I've got another one that comes off 1/4 after. I looked over at my clock, and I had like 2 minutes or 1.5 minutes till mine went off, and I said, oh, I have another minute. And she said that, she said I laid there and I snored once, and then the alarm went off. And she just started cackling and laughing in the bed because I literally just went to sleep and the alarm went back off again. It was awful. Indeed, GoldenEye, thank you for being a member for 35 months. And Dwayne, thank you for being a member for 30 months. GoldenEye celebrates his 3-year anniversary soon. Oh, it's 9:30 here. 9:30 here. We got another 15 more minutes of hop farming. Then we go to hop transporting. Stream is hopping. Hey, did you ever get your case hat genetic? I never did, but I don't really wear hats. $71 bales in storage. How is the weather in Romania? That's the best thing about farming and farm sim and the YouTube. It is an international event. I said before, you want world peace, then put all the global leaders in a field and on a multiplayer server and say go to town. But none of them are allowed to run the farm. So, you know, you're going to be farm hands for the day, and you are going to cooperate, or you're not getting your juice boxes. The Wreckfest in slow motion. nearly done this field. It's not too bad. Someone told me that you couldn't harvest this field and process all the hops before it withered in one-day seasons. I think it's very possible. Because we have 1, 2, 1, 2. We have 3.5 more passes. 3.5 more trailers. I just bring the Norwegians in to cut a secret path through the forest and go around their blockade. Oh, it's not that bad. It's not like it's sugarcane. Oh my lord. Poplar. And the promise of the big payout is tempting. Indeed, golden eye for the win. We can make a, I've never played Risk, but I could see this being Farm Sim Risk style. Later, Victor. Thanks for dropping by. Make sure you check the stream archive later to see how much money we made. Now, only 3.5 more runs. I almost feel tempted to just do the rest until we run full on the machine. 120. I mean, it makes a ton. And you don't use that much in your own brewing process. Sorry about that, folks. Try to mute it. I missed the button. No freeloaders on our farm. You gotta work for your lunch. Put them work at the chicken farm. scoop in poo. And packing eggs. And you're like, you've talked for 20 minutes and you've said absolutely nothing that's correct. Well, you could be like, you know, growing up, my mama told me never say anything. Don't talk until you have something good to say. I'm still waiting. Now I feel the Bale collection area could be a little better set up. Like I would like for you to be able to back a trailer in next to it. And I'm surprised we don't do more at the dairy. I thought for sure we would have more to do at the dairy than just make UHT milk. And the spinnery is just a sell point. Be nice to see that get incorporated. Alright, there's definitely 0 liters. Okay, let's go get one more load. And then we'll go haul some bales. I mean, the sad thing is a lot of these politicians, right? They've been in office so many times. They've been reelected so many times. It's like, what's the caliber of the people voting? Right? Fool me once, that's shame on me, right? Shame on me for being so gullible. Fool me twice, that's again, that's no longer shame on me. That's shame to me. How dare you? let them fool you more than once. Surprised we have half. Looks like we should have one more row. Because we're going to do up and back, and up. I feel like we should be able to end on a full trailer, not a half full. Was just seeing how much organic waste was there. That heap is still piling up. We'll need to load that up and transport it. We can make compost. We could also take it down to the biogas plant. All right, let's see how much money we're gonna get. About 45 minutes ago, we were up to, maybe more than that, we were up to $80,000. Maybe an hour ago. Alright, this should fill them up. Yep, see we have 13 left in the trailer. $87 bales. Oh, it is, but we don't own the brewery. We're just gonna sell them wholesale. I do like how he set the hops up. So the hop bales that we make and the hop bales that we buy are two different fill types. So you can't buy the hop bales for cheap and sell them for a premium. The hop bales you buy can only be used in the brewery for production. Meanwhile, the hop bales you make can be used either for production or sold. Oh, I thought I would loop that enough. Dang it. All right. Now, next year we could buy the brewery. Because we could plant some barley next month. Something? Why is this so slow? I think this tractor likes this trailer on a hill. Okay. Oh. Universal auto load for the win. So again, would we be a lot better if we could back up into here. Two more. Alright, So we have 22,000 liters. Of hops. Everyone's selling for 4,000 liter piece, $4,000 each. So that's $88,000, right? Rolling in the money. We're up to 45,000. We're at 50% on the load now, and we're at 60,000. I think we started at 15. This is on hard. If we were on easy, we would be definitely on easy street. $91,000. This is hard. $100,000. $88,000 for 44 bales. See? Hard. Let's go make some more money. Ops is a good way to jumpstart your save game. Hello, there we go. Move those over there. And then we have 35 more bales. But wait, no. We have 44 more bales. Where is that? Oh, load. Great. All right, then load. Oops. Open the door. Oh, let's go make another 90,000. Yeah, I wish you could back in. There's clearly room. If you could back in beside that, that would be a lot better. So there is some price fluctuation. There's not a lot of price fluctuation with hops. It might be like 10 to 12%. Yeah, I mean, these two loads are going to account us to 180 grand. Hops will pay for itself after 2 years. 149,000, 150, 155, 165 now. 180,000 mark. $188,000. $190,000. And we may have cleared out storage, but we're still making them. I can't believe we filled that storage up that quick. I don't know who said that you couldn't harvest and make all these hops before the field withered. Seems to work for us. Three more. Okay, we'll unload our trailer. I'm gonna go and finish harvesting the hops. That's where we are going to depart for the night. Well, thank you all for coming out and watching and spending a couple hours with me as we start back up on Hof Bergmann 1.4. Sure everyone knows how to get the map, but it is linked down in the description of the video on how to download and install the map, as well as a link to my Hof Bergmann Explained playlist, where we go over all the ins and outs of the intricacies of what makes this map so unique. Tomorrow morning there will be a map drop, or a video drop, sorry, that is dealing with the bulls that are on Hof Bergmann, and specifically the care for and the extraction of their prized bull juice and what you do with said juice. So keep an eye out for that. That's going to drop in about 10 hours, 8 a.m. my time tomorrow morning. So until next time, happy farming.